Did you know that America's famous model of the 70s used to cover her face with makeup when she was in high school? Well, believe it or not, this model turned actress suffered for most of her life with a skin condition, but she has now learned to embrace her condition and show it to the whole world. Severance never wanted to become a model. Joan Severance was born in Houston, Texas in 1958. By the time she was 11, Severance had already visited 12 different places across the world. Her family also lived in Libya, but in 1967, they all had to flee the country because of the Six-Day War. They soon left the Middle East and returned to the United States, settling in Houston for good. This is where Severance attended Westbury High School, and at age 15, she started modeling to make money for college. She initially started working with local photographers in the Houston area, creating some iconic images that represented the era of the mid-70s. Although she hoped to become a veterinarian, she could not afford the cost of tuition, but luck was by her side, as after appearing in the Miss Houston Beauty Contest, she was discovered by Alan Martin, a local photographer in Houston who introduced her to John Casablancas. Casablancas then signed her up for the elite modeling agency and sent her on assignments to Paris. During this time, she met her future husband, model Eric Milan, but that was definitely not all she did. Moving to Paris during her early graduation from school brought her the opportunity to expand on the collection of work she had commenced and to expand her horizons on so many levels, all while seeing Europe and England, meeting incredible people from all walks of life, and discovering herself in the process. Fashion, beauty, ads, covers, and runway encapsulated her life in the modeling industry on a daily basis. In Europe, Severance also formed new friendships that continue to this day. Severance even posed for Sportswear International, Vogue Paris, and other brands. Success followed her in New York City with endorsements of famous brands like Clairol, L'Oreal, Revlon, Maybelline, and high-profile editorials in Vogue and Bazaar. Upon her return to the United States, Severance became one of America's top models, filming over 40 commercials and earning an average of $7,500 per day. She became so popular, she even modeled for Versace, Chanel, and Armani. Her friend urged her to start acting. At the same time, Miss Severance studied with Chef Roger Verge from the Moulin des Mouges in the south of France. She was the chef and owner of a restaurant in upstate New York City, of which she also designed and renovated herself. Part owner of the Good Food Catering Company, which catered the closing party of the Statue of Liberty when it underwent renovations in the early 80s, and taught commercial acting lessons. Severance headed to Hollywood in 1986 and began auditioning for acting bits at the urging of her friend Robert Leach. Within 6 months, she landed her first role on a major television series for CBS called Wise Guy, starring Ken Wall and Kevin Spacey. She made her debut in a small role in the first Lethal Weapon film in 1987. The model usually took the femme fatale roles in low-budget horror and murder mystery movies, with the most notable ones including Lake Consequence, Criminal Passion, and Payback. She was featured alongside Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the 1989 comedy See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and as Hulk Hogan's love interest Samantha N. Moore in the wrestling film No Holds Barred. She also had a leading role in Roger Corman's Black Scorpion. Severance then starred in and co-produced the sequel Black Scorpion 2 Aftershock and The Last Seduction 2. The model has also posed nude. Severance was also on the covers of the January 1990 and November 1992 issues of Playboy magazine, both featuring her in a nude pictorial. More recently, at age 52, she appeared in a 6-page editorial along with an interview in the spring and summer 2011 issue of Gen Lux magazine. Her most notable TV role was villainess on the TV series Wise Guy, where she played Susan Prophet alongside Kevin Spacey. Their partnership was reprised once more in other projects. By the early 1990s, Severance appeared as Samantha Dooley, the Martian Pal, in 2 training videos for Virtual World Entertainment, alongside other actors such as Cheech Marin, Weird Al Yankovic, R. Lee Ermey, and Judge Reinhold. From 1998 to 1999, she played Security Chief Camille Hunter on the Aaron Spelling television series Love Boat: The Next Wave on UPN. In 2006, Severance appeared in My Network TV telenovela Wicked Wicked Games. She was also in shows such as CSI Miami and One Tree Hill. And in 2013, she was in American Horror Story Asylum and on Celebrity Wife Swap with Robin Leach. She has also appeared in several music videos, including the Scorpions video for the song Rhythm of Love. What about Severance's private life? When it comes to her private life, Severance married fellow model Eric Milan in 1977, and the pair separated harmoniously in 1984. According to Severance, they both just grew apart. Always active, Miss Severance now holds a Bachelor of Natural Health from CCNH, is a certified DNA theta healer, and a Psych K facilitator. She has also created a workshop called Severance Play, which uses acting as a fun way to transition during and/or after divorce, open to both women and men. Her profession when she is not acting is interior design, which encompasses everything from complete remodels, designing and fabricating custom fixtures and furniture to exterior garden landscape design and living spaces. So it is pretty obvious that Severance keeps herself busy at all times of the day. Severance suffers from vitiligo. Though you'd never know it from looking at her, Severance has been living with vitiligo, a skin disease that causes the loss of pigment around her eyes, since she was 8. She used to get up 2 hours early in high school to put on a full face of makeup and do a full hairdo. But that laborious process went out the window when she first traveled to Paris as a young model. She got off the plane and John Casablancas asked what was on her face and what she had done to her hair. She then realized how the less is more approach of the legendary elite modeling agent changed everything in her life. These days, she has her daily routine, which consists of an arsenal of tiny sleight of hand tweaks and concealing only where needed down to a minimum. Skin prepping is highly important to her, from a peel-off mask that makes her look 25 again to an enzyme cleanser that dissolves every last trace of dead skin cells. And a dab of face oil provides her signature glow. Severance, who holds a bachelor degree in natural health, mixes her own using chamomile, lemon, and a cocktail of vitamins A, C, and E before she gets down to makeup. She has done experiments with everything from Vitadye, a vitiligo-specific cosmetic brand made from black walnut husk extract that eventually went out of business, to self-tanner, which she uses to add black color on the skin where it is lost. These eventually led her to the ultimate fix, a layer of pressed powder that she lightly applied under her eyes and around her temples to make the 62-year-old look as young as ever. When it comes to the rest of her makeup though, it's not about concealing. She reveals that she just decided to wear less of everything and enhance what she has. That same philosophy extends to her stellar silver supermodel mane, which Severance keeps glossy and smooth with her new self-titled hair care line. Do you think the more is less ideology for makeup is true? Or do you think heavy makeup has its own unique beauty? Let us know in the comments and make sure to check out the next video in this series.